Hey y'all, so today I wanted to talk about ancestral veneration because today actually marks 9 years since the passing of my grandmother. I lost my grandmother to breast cancer, and this day was a very special day for us. My family, we have this tradition where we all get together and, we celebrate, we cook, we share memories in honor of her. Yeah, so let's talk about ancestral veneration. Now, before we actually delve into ancestral veneration, let's get into who exactly are our ancestors. Simply put, your ancestors are you, from the hair on your head to the limb between your toes. You are this whole and complete creation of your ancestors. Your ancestors are those who have passed on. It can be your grandparent, it can be your children, it can be friends, mentors, elders. It can be ancestors who you have never met or had an experience with in this lifetime. Your ancestors are also your living ancestors, your parents, your elders, those who are also still here. Okay, so you have ancestors in the world of the dead and also the world of the living. And from my perspective, I believe your children are your ancestors as well. Simply put, children are closely connected to God, and we choose our parents. So it's not only important to venerate and honor our ancestors who are on the other side, but those who are here as well. So there are many ways and methods of ancestral veneration. A lot of us pretty much practice it. We're just doing it unconsciously. We do it through passing down traditions, recipes, singing, dancing, doing things that our loved ones did while they were here. The only difference is that it's not done with intention, and that is through prayer, rituals, offerings, communication as if they're already here. Okay, and we do this to elevate them. We do this for wisdom. We do this for guidance. We do this for protection. So my grandmother passed away in October of 2016. It was October the 20th or the 21st. We always get the dates mixed up, but we just celebrate both. The date on her death certificate, her obituary, is incorrect. So we just decided to just celebrate them both. But we always come together. We cook the foods that she loved to eat. We share memories and we laugh. Like yesterday, I watched her favorite movie was The Temptations and ATL. She loved the movies. And we all come together, just the immediate family members. We come together, we share memories, we laugh. We talked about her jokes and all those things. We even cried. This is something that we pretty much do every year. And this is a form of ancestral veneration. Also, my grandmother and my great-grandmother's birthday are on the same day. So my great-grandmother basically had my grandmother. She had her on her birthday. Now, every year we used to have a big party for them when they were still living. We used to have a big party for them both. We don't really do it that much because our family is just pretty much, everybody doing their own thing. So it just really just the immediate family members that come together. My grandmother used to make these popcorn balls and peanut butter cookies for Halloween. I was not a big fan of her popcorn balls because they just wasn't agreeing with my teeth. But her peanut butter cookies, they went hard. Okay, I loved her peanut butter cookies. And my mom is doing that now where she makes popcorn balls every year for Halloween. She makes candy apples and she makes the peanut butter cookies. And this is something that I'm going to be sharing with my children. If I decide to have children, this is what I'm going to be doing with them. So basically, having family gatherings, creating photo albums, sharing stories, passing down certain traditions is a way of showing honor and respect and keeping their legacy alive. Another way of venerating them, of course, is the intentional way. And this is building an altar. And this is setting up a space where there is no traffic, and you're going to get a blue or a white tablecloth. Set it up using the 5 elements, which is earth, air, water, fire, and ether. So what you'll do to get started is by getting a photo of them to place in this space, a glass of water, a white candle. White represents spirituality. It represents the divine. It represents the higher self. It could be a 7-day white candle, or this could be something like a votive candle or a tea light candle to place in this space. A crystal to represent the earth element. I like to place selenite on my altar. You're going to get things like incense. Frankincense is really good. This is what connects to the divine, and it keeps the negative, unwanted energies at bay. Camphor does the same thing as well. You'll also get something like a small plant to represent the family tree, or maybe some flowers to represent the memory, respect, reverence. Now, it is important that wherever you set this space up, you set it up in a way where there isn't a lot of traffic going in and out, because this is a place of peace, okay? And just like the world of the living, where you don't want anybody just barging in and out of your home, you want this to be the same way with the dead, okay? They want to be respected, okay? They want to be at peace. They want their privacy, which is why it's not suggested to sleep or have your altar space in a place where you sleep in your room, okay? Because a lot of people have had disturbing dreams or basically been interrupted out of their sleep whenever they have their places in the room, because this is a place where you're intimate at. This is a place where you undress and things like that. If you have no choice, you can partition and set it up in a way. Maybe get something to kind of like a divider or something to cover the altar space, or get something like a white cloth or something to cover it up before you undress or before you go to bed. If you have like a walk-in closet, that can be a good choice for you to set it up. You also have an option to set it up like in a box. So yeah, you can take something like a box. It could be any type of box. Just make sure that it's something that is secure. And you can place the same things inside of this box. It could be a small picture of them, a small like shot glass we could place water in, and non-perishables and offerings, like they have on Amazon. These very small offering bowls. They're like copper. And I'll put the link in below if you would like to get that. You can place this like under your bed or in your closet space. This is if you don't have a spare room or a space to actually set up an altar. It's also important to know that there may be certain ancestors that may not want to connect with you, that may not want to they may not want you to invite them in your space, and that's okay. This is not to say that you may never be able to do so. You may have to build that relationship with them. There may even be ancestors who are negative and abusive, okay, and they are still that way, and it may not be suggested for you to put them in your space. They just may have to be elevated, okay? Building a relationship with an ancestor takes time. You don't just build an ancestor altar and just start asking them for things. You have to build a relationship with them, communicate with them. There may also be ancestors who had very toxic ways and habits about them, okay? They could have been murderers, killers, okay? And you can call on them for certain things. Now, I'm not really deep into that yet, okay? But that is another way. But it's important to really start off with something that's very simple and pure. Setting up a space, saying your prayers, playing the music that they love, okay? Actually connecting and building the relationship before you start setting up other types of altars, okay? And those things will meet you on your way in your journey whenever it's necessary for you. So that's just a little bit about ancestor veneration. Also, if you want to get more into candle magic and learning how to make your own honey jars, I do have a root work plug. It is available on my website, trillanunnaki.com. It also comes with an actual vendor list. where you can get all of your spiritual essentials, from herbs to candles to colognes. I have a whole vendor list and a course available. So go and check that out. Peace.